Stars here. We're going to talk about coconut oil today. Little product review. I have 3 here, but I just want to quickly talk about why it's so good. Now, coconut oil is a saturated fat. It is in fact one of the most saturated fats you can get. It's 90% saturated fat. But quick disclaimer, saturated fat in its natural form, as in hasn't been tampered with by man, is healthy. I beg you to try to prove me wrong on that. It is healthy. I'm going to give you an example. Now, if you have a beautiful cow in a field, sun shining down, eating the grass that nature intended to, getting the omega-3 off the grass, and you're going to eat that cow, that saturated fat is not going to do you any harm whatsoever. However, if that cow is then moved into a shed and it has to eat grain, suddenly that changes everything. But saturated fat is healthy. And one of the reasons it's so healthy is because it is so stable. Now, coconut oil is slightly different to steak and cheese because it has medium triglycerides. Now, what happens is, I'll quickly explain. So you have like carbon bonds that run in a line, and each gap of these bonds is saturated with hydrogen. So that is what a saturated fat is. Now, saturated fat sounds awful, but when you think of it as just carbon with lots of hydrogen, it's not. It's not awful at all, and in fact it's very stable, especially compared to other oils. So because of that, because it's stable, it means it's fantastic for cooking with. It doesn't oxidize, it doesn't go rancid, it doesn't cause damage to your body like cooking with cheap vegetable oil does. So one of the great things for coconut oil is cooking. Another thing about coconut oil, which a lot of people don't know about, is antiviral, antifungal and antibacterial. So it's really good if you have any of those conditions, or just to have a little mouthful of it a day, just to keep viruses and funguses away. So I'm going to quickly talk about these 3 products I've got here. Incidentally, cooking with any saturated fat is far safer than any non-saturated fat. So cooking with things like ghee, coconut oil, goose fat, anything like that, it's far more stable and it's not going to go rancid. And that oxidization causes a lot of problems, and I'll do another video on that. So we have 3 products here. We have Antiviral coconut oil. Now this is a organic virgin oil. It also says it's cold pressed. The thing is, with the whole cold pressing thing, it's great. And if there's 2 options, it's the same price, go for cold pressing. But because this is a saturated fat, like I said, you don't really need to cold press it because it is so stable. So you're going to pay extra for that cold pressing bit. The next one down we have is Lucy Bee, and this is again organic. It's still virgin as well. Again, I'm not completely convinced by the whole virgin coconut oil, like what the difference is when it comes to coconut oil. Olive oil definitely, but not coconut oil. And this one is in the middle, and then we have the cheapie here. Now this one is KTC. This I got from the supermarket. Now if you go to a large supermarket, especially in London, they'll always have like a section with all sorts of foods from abroad. It's a great place to get like big bags of almonds and cashews and coconut oil, because coconut oil is expensive, unfortunately, especially now it's a health food. And you can get it really cheap in the supermarkets like so. Now the taste test. I have tasted all 3 of these, and I will tell you they go in order of price taste-wise. This one tastes absolutely fantastic. This also tastes fantastic. This one, it tastes okay, but it doesn't taste as good. And this one is, it doesn't talk about it being organic or virgin or anything, but it does say it's 100% pure coconut oil. So I need to look a bit more into the whole farming of coconuts for this. Is it like, do they use pesticides and stuff? I wouldn't have thought so, but it is a possibility, I suppose. So for price and for cooking, this bad boy. But if you want it for anything other than cooking, you need to get one of these because it tastes fantastic. I use this when I make my energy bars because it helps to bind all of the nuts, etc. And also because of the antibacterial properties, when you use it in making energy bars and stuff, they will last longer. So it's fantastic for that as well. Also, it's a fantastic moisturizer. It really is good for your skin. And also remember, it's antifungal, so if you've got certain issues, you can use it in certain places, but that's for another channel, I think. So there you go. There are 3 coconut oils there, and I think I've covered everything. If you would like to get in touch or any questions, please do. Please subscribe. I'm Ross Stars, and remember, everybody has a different body.